today's having a great day today. It is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. It's like almost 10 o'clock this morning. I had a great sleep in, wake up, got ready, took Maxine for a walk this morning, which was kind of nice. It was just, it's the holiday weekend, and so it was just a nice little walk around the neighborhood. Came back, and then I just sat and read my Bible for probably a good 45 minutes, just sat there on the kitchen counter. So I'm enjoying reading through the Old Testament, reading the Psalms, and then reading New Testament. So going through and doing that, highlighting, getting wisdom. It's like you can read the same thing over and over and get so much more out of it. We're also reading on I have a Bible channel that we read through the entire Bible, Monday through Friday. Over there, go look. There's no ads, no nothing. We're on the Old Testament through there, and so just getting like a lot of that insight and wisdom. I was like, this is good. It's like I love when you can read something and go, okay, and you see something new for the first time. That's a beautiful thing. So I have had a great weekend. It was a lot of like, let me get my computer work done weekend. Greg worked in the pool, got that like set, whole new aspect. The water is like really warm. So it's like that 90-degree water. So last year we had a lot of dealing with trying to keep the chlorine levels and the algae down, which we did. And so I think we're fine-toothing it again and getting it good. So it's amazing. It's amazing. We had a good time swimming. We played some games with the kids and just had fun. Just had a good weekend, and we haven't gone to the beach at all. So I think we're going to go today. And like, it's going to be good. I've been working on a second book, working on my, I did my kindergarten through third grade book. It's like a gentler learning approach, unschooling, getting you out of the realm of like traditional schooling. So I've been doing different grade levels. So I've been working on K through 3, finished up 4 through 7. So that will be, I'll show you that when I get it here in the mail, and then start working on the next one. So it's like, I feel like God is giving me time right now and a break. And so I don't have to run a million kids every single day. I still have to run kids, but not like all that time. So yeah, I could take this time to sit and do nothing. I could sit and scroll on my phone. I could do things, but I'm like, you know what, Lord, what kind of opportunities can I do right now? So I want to work on more curriculum. So that's what I've been doing, which is good. So that is getting finalized. I'm excited for that. And then I worked on a new chore list for the summer for my kids. That's something we switch up how we do things. Like through the school year, we kind of have a little bit more structure because it gives us structure. It's like, okay, you're expected to do this, then you have your time. So it works out good, but summer comes and kids are here and gone different times. And so I just made it a whole lot easier this summer. I was like, you know what? I gave everybody like what they have to do each day. Each day they're gonna have to do stuff. They're gonna do school. We're gonna do very small amount, but just some things they have to work on which they can do on their own, get done, and then they'll have their free time. And then what I did, there are a lot of things that have to get done during the week, like clean the robot vacuums out, mop the floor, clean the stairs, pick up dust, clean windows, that kind of stuff. So what I did a little bit different is I made what they have to do over here, and then they'll come and mark it. And then on this side, I put the extra ones that have to be done during the week at some point. So this way, if say Monday, like today is a holiday day, we're not gonna spend time cleaning and doing chores. We normally do. I'm like, let's just do our minimum, and like, which is in their daily things. And that's it. And then you know what, like maybe tomorrow, I know tomorrow's busy, I know Wednesday's busy, I know Thursday will be busy. So maybe Friday, let's tackle all these. Or if we're not doing a whole lot, I can say, okay, go do a couple chores on this side. And so that way they can just mark them with a marker on here. And then I know they've been done for the week, which is great. So that I think we're gonna do this method. We'll see. We'll got that one, and then I did print off a I want to say a monthly one. This is gonna be those ones that like we just we've been going through decluttering our house and deep cleaning our house, but like you do have to go back and kind of do that, and it doesn't have to be always every single month. It just depends on the amount of messiness. So I kind of broke up chores for downstairs and upstairs of what we have to do, and that includes like deep clean the refrigerator and stove. I want to do that because I just did it. And, wiping the bar stools, cleaning the trash can, vacuuming the couch inside and out. So I thought, you know what, if we've got time, because it's going to turn, like we're going to enjoy. I'm not worried about doing this every single week, but like sometime in the month of June, go, all right, this week we're kind of home. It's hot. We're kind of done with school. We don't have a whole lot to do. Let's tackle the downstairs this week. And then we'll focus on getting the extras done. So I feel like this was something good I wanted to get done. So this is good because we're getting to summertime, something I wanted to get done, so now I have to think about it. So this is good. So this goes over here, and then when kids are gonna get up today and go, oh, that's all I gotta do today? And I'll say, yes, that's all you have to do today. But at some point we're going to do these other chores. And then this way it also frees up, like, I know that Jensen does most of their outside work, so he's more cutting grass, and in the hot summer he breaks it up over multiple days because it's warm, and so that way he doesn't have to do a lot of the inside stuff. He's more focused on the outside stuff. So I think this is going to work. So I'm excited. I wanted to get this done. I wanted to get my book finished, which was good. Working on worksheets. There's like 500 plus worksheets for that, so that was a lot of computer work. And so like I'm like, all right, I can breathe. I feel like I'm done. Got a good week going. We got to get food made. I still have a lot of food in my freezer, and so contemplated, do I do another big shopping trip or do I wait and eat that down? So I think I'm gonna wait and eat that down, and so that just means not a big shopping trip. We'll have to go get some things, of course, but like just life, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a good thing. So I don't know how the day's gonna go. I do know I have to pick up. It's Monday. We have to do normal household chores, which we'll do. I need to make some food for today. I pulled out a ham from the freezer because we got 2 hams left from the discount store. So I thought I can make a ham dinner today. That would be really good. And then I've got a lot of potatoes, and I thought my kids have never had scallop potatoes. I know, shocking. Anybody else? Like, I grew up eating those. My mom made them. They probably had when they were real little, when Grandma would have made them, but it's been a long time. And so I thought, scallop potatoes. Why don't I make scallop potatoes? That'll be something different to make. And then we'll make macaroni salad. We'll have baked beans. And I just saw that Detweiler's has their large seedless watermelon for $1 each. And it's good watermelon. So I thought it's a limit of 5. And I'm like, that would be so cheap. So if we head to the beach today, which I'm sure we will later, we'll wait till later because it's gonna be really busy today, do the sunset thing, and then go pick up some watermelon because that's a great deal. And have $1 watermelon. I'm like, that is a really frugal thing to purchase. So it's gonna be an amazing day. I'll bring you along everything we're gonna do. Just film. You like seashell hunting, don't you? I do. If you don't, you can fast forward through it. But for now, we're gonna get our house in gear, cleaned up. It's gonna be amazing. So you ready? All right, let's go. I've been keeping up on dishes pretty well this weekend. We had kids in and out, so there really wasn't a ton of dishes. So I've just been stacking them. These are all clean in the dishwasher and on the counter here. So I'm gonna wash the ones in the sink so they can be put away today. So it'll just hand wash because there's not that many to do. All right, dish is clean. Not too much to wash there. The sink's pretty clean, so it's not going to be a big deal to clean this out. And then I'm just going to wash out the coffee pot and the water pitcher. Those are good to rinse out every once in a while and get clean. And then that's going to be it. I just have to wipe off the countertops. Our treats we made last week, the Cocoa Puff Balls, the best. Definitely that went first. And then the Rice Krispie treats were gone. And then we still have some of the granola bars in here, but not bad for treats. All right, let's throw some laundry in. I'm pretty sure this is last week's laundry. I was looking for the beach towels. I'm like, went to go get a pool, like a towel for the pool, say beach towel, pool towel. And I'm like, there's not a single towel. I had to come back here and there was like one. And I'm like, there's more now. And I'm like, where are all the towels? Because I know we have like a ton. Like I had these back in the mountains when we first moved there at a discount store. They were $6 each. These towels are amazing. They have lasted so well. I bought these ones online. These are Turkish ones because they're supposed to dry faster, but look, they're already dingy looking. Those things at the end were collecting girl hair and I just cut them all off. So just nasty. So I'm like, I wish I could just get these towels. They were great. So, but I didn't. So it'll be I'll use these for another year probably, and they'll be like, okay, time to put those in the rag pile. But I was like, where are the towels? So we've just accumulated towels. So that's there. Boys' laundry's here. I did my laundry this weekend because I was out, so now I've got Greg's here. I'm gonna throw that in and get the hangers out, because I know it was much easier last time just to hang up all the shirts. So let me throw this in the washer. Okay. There's a lot of extra laundry. I throw the little tab in there. Let me go take, I'll hang up my stuff later. I've got my laundry here done. We will put that away. Okay, let me grab, someone made a slushie. Let's pick up this area real quick. I'm not worried too much about perfection everywhere because it is the holiday weekend, but I do have to clean the house, things like that, like the floor. I'm like, okay, I gotta run the vacuum, but we'll see how time goes. I just got a new washcloth here, so I put a little bit of Norwex powder on it. I need to get a spray bottle, which is on my list when I go shopping, and to put that powder in there so I can wipe this off, because this is working with keeping my stainless steel good. Wiping it off instead of using my stainless steel cleaner. So, just use that and then my window cloth to dry it. So this is good. I've got, wipe these off, and then I'll probably start on dinner and get that done so we can be outside today, enjoy the pool. It'll be really nice because it's hot, hot, hot. It's like summer is here. Look at that, it's perfect. Still got that one drop right there. I don't know, it just does not come off, but it's like permanently stained. These are just drying. Love it. Let's do the stove. Just a couple parts right here. Looks like someone used the stove or something. I was like, I can hear gas coming out, and that one was on. Perfect, look at that. Good. Let's wipe the refrigerator, and that's it for cleaning, which is awesome. I gotta do the vacuum. The floor is definitely dirty. Turn the exhaust fan on for a minute because the gas was kind of on for just a few seconds. I can smell it when I wipe this. Okay, come over here. My little plant, I put it outside and it like flopped down because surely plants can go outside. No, it's an indoor plant. Miss Barbara just informed me it's an indoor plant. Just give it ice cubes. So it's still living, but it's very floppy down. I think it needs water. Someone's telling me to get way more water. So I'm going to put a bunch of water in here and leave it. Because now it's coming out without them. That's good, right? And I know the water actually goes through there. Hold on. I want to make sure it absorbs it. She said make sure you put more in there. So I put that much water in there. So we'll kind of see how it does. Hopefully I'll bring it back to life because I don't want it to die. So I'm not going to worry about cleanup in here. This will get done by the kids, and then I'll move back to the floor. And then I got to do the bedroom. After Greg gets up, he's enjoying a slow morning wake up. So I will get that later. But let me start on food so I can be done with that for the day. And that'll put it in the slow cooker. It'd be great to cook. All right, so I've got all my stuff out of what I'd like to make over there. So basically we're going to do ham. I'm gonna do potatoes and do scallop potatoes. I was looking at like the old-fashioned way. Like I remember my mom doing flour on it and like milk, butter, salt, pepper. I think that's it. But then I do want to add cheese. And then I thought, well, I have to do it kind of separate so I can do 2 cheese, one for Jensen, one for us. And then I thought, but I do remember as a kid eating that. And I do remember my mom switching over to cream and mushroom soup to it because it just added more flavor. So since this is not something my family eats all the time, I'm like, I'm gonna have to go with the more flavor. So I went out to my freezer and got a cream and mushroom frozen soup. That's in the microwave right now. And then I thought I have, so again, they they probably have never had it in forever, which is okay. And then green bean casserole, that's something that does not get eaten in this household, but today's gonna be one of those mandatory dinners where, okay, I know you're not gonna love everything, but you're gonna have some. So I won't make a ton, but I'll make some. So I'm gonna do green bean casserole because I have French fried onions. That'll be great on top because I gotta use those up somehow. And then we've got beans, everybody loves baked beans. Macaroni salad is a staple, that's what Greg likes. So I will make some of that. And then I'll do some deviled eggs, just a small batch. And then I'm like, I wanna do some kind of bread. And so I was looking through, I'm like, oh, I could just do dinner rolls, but I saw a recipe for cornmeal roast. Now, cornmeal rolls. And I'm like, we have a lot of cornmeal. They don't love cornbread. But after reading the reviews, I looked on Google and did a little review of it, and Taste of Home was showing, they said these are very good. So I am going to make that. But what you do, it's from my Mennonite cookbook, you take the first 5 ingredients and you cook it until thick. So we gotta get that going first. So let me get my pan out and get out my ingredients, and we'll do it over here and see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna use this pan right here so it has a bigger surface area so it can cool faster. Do you know what I mean? Because we're gonna have to get these going. So it's a 1/3 cup of cornmeal. So I've got my cornmeal here. I know, I don't understand why my family does not love cornbread. Cornbread is about the tastiest thing of life. It's a different measuring cup. I think so. So maybe this will be something I can make that they like. We'll see. And then it's 1/2 cup of sugar. 1/2 cup of sugar. All right, you're going 2 teaspoons of salt. Just use your hands and do a good teaspoon. 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay. And then it's 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. And 2 cups of milk. Interesting. So we'll see how this works out. All right. It says bring to it, cook until thick. So I'll be using this for sure. Let me put all my stuff away. Now let's get our ham in. This ham we got for $16.24 at the discount store, so I'm pretty sure it's just frozen solid. Stick it in there so it can thaw and heat up. Okay, wow, it's a boneless ham. Like that's a Sam's Club one. That was a deal. This is what that looks like. Thick. So I'm just gonna sit over here so it can cool. All right, let me turn my fan on right there in my dining room so it can get that cooling. Okay, the one thing we'll do is deviled eggs. That'll work great. I love this little egg thing. I'll show you in a second. There's like no guessing. Watch this. Put it in here. For the most part, every single time is perfect. For the most part. There has been times where like a couple get weird. You can even pierce them. I found that that doesn't really matter for me. So I'm gonna put this right here. Turn on, it does its thing. It will beep off, it'll be done. I'll put it in cold water and it's finished, so that's great. Okay, bread's gonna take a minute because that's gotta cool off there. So what else are we going to make? Let me go see if my cream mushroom's thawed. Okay, so for my scallop potatoes, I'm thinking here I'm gonna do my green beans. Or green beans in this one. I gotta get my right containers here. Just gonna do a small batch. I know, I'm going small size, but I do have a big pan here. Should I get a small? I should do a smaller pan. Okay. So what we're gonna do is put in my pan so nothing sticks, and I'm gonna peel. Do I peel my potatoes? Do I keep the skins on, right? Will that be one more thing of like, here, your skins on? Where's my good peeler? A rounded knife is already missing. It could be in there. I have to put them on the list to ask kids. Somebody steal my knife, hold on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for the potatoes, I'm gonna peel them, I'm gonna slice them thin and put them in these 2 pans right here, and then we'll pour everything and put it on top. Okay, so for this is my roasted garlic. I forgot about that. I threw that in the microwave for a minute. I was just sitting here thinking, I'm like, roasted garlic mashed potatoes, right? Would be really good. So in here, I've got my soup, milk, roasted garlic. They said to cut up an onion. I'm not gonna do an onion. I just got onion powder and onion, minced onion. Put salt and pepper on the potatoes, and I think you just cover it and put cheese on it. Pretty sure. But for me, I always remember it had to be coated. So I'm thinking I might have to add a little bit more. I need a little more milk. It seems like, I know it's not gonna be completely covered because you'll cover it with foil and stuff, but I feel like I just need to add a little bit more. My cream mushroom is very flavorful. So once you have this, I'll pour it over both. Then I'll put cheese on one and the diet cheese on the other one. I think that's gonna be great with that garlic in there. I'm sure it's always taste. Oh yeah, delicious. Those garlic pieces, I forgot there's a couple like whole ones, so I just kind of separate in there. I think that's gonna work. Let me get some cheese out and we'll sprinkle on top. Okay, so the eggs are done. All I'm gonna do is put them in water here. Very simple. It. I'll peel those in just a minute. Okay, so let's do the next thing. So the next thing is going to be green bean casserole. I'm going to take green beans, mix it with cream mushroom soup, a little bit of onion powder, garlic, and then put it into a casserole dish, and we'll put French fried onions on top, and we'll bake that. All right, another dish my family likes is baked beans. Baked beans from a can. So don't worry about making them yourself because they do not like them. So pour these in. Okay, so I've got all these. We'll go in the oven here in just a little bit. I've got a pot of water boiling for macaroni salad. I'm going to continue with the cornmeal rolls because they are ready. So basically next you're going to take a 1/4 cup of hot water and a tablespoon of yeast. I'm just gonna mix that together here. I'm gonna put this in my mixer, and I'm gonna put the cornmeal mixture in there. Then you take and beat 2 eggs. I'll beat that, pour that in, and then let that mix real well, and then you're gonna add 4 cups of flour. Let the machine do the work for you. Okay, so I'm going to pause it for a minute because I wonder if they didn't use a dough machine. Obviously, they probably didn't use a dough machine. This is a mixture. So I'm going to mix this together a little bit. My fork is kind of not going together, and it wants to separate. So kind of mix it together. Maybe before you put it in your dough machine. It's the first time making it, so. So I'm going to kind of mix up and incorporate. Dough machine's not going to mix that like a mixer would. I think that's good. Don't mix it while it's on. Okay. All right, 4 cups of flour. That made very good soft dough. So I'm going to let this ferment here. Ferment. Let it rest for about an hour, and then I got to get my. Let's peel the eggs. This will be easy. These are nice and cool. So they'll peel real easy, and this will be great. So then I'm thinking, I'm like, what's going to have? I'll have this. It'll be a nice meal for dinner. And then I thought I do have a little bit of whipping cream. So I'm thinking to make some homemade chocolate pudding for dessert because I can take that little bit of whipping cream that we have and make a topping for it. So I'm going to do that after this is done here. we're in a tight space up here, but that's okay. So what I'm gonna do next is get stuff for chocolate pudding. I'm really going back and forth between doubling it and making it small, but I think I'm just gonna keep it small. This is gonna boil here. So I'm just gonna go with a small batch. That is okay. Small Amy. So, because there's only 4, say only 4, but that's still 6 people eating. So what I'm gonna do is into my bowl, we made this last time for the chocolate popsicles. I'm just gonna put the ingredients in the bowl here, whisk it together and heat up in the stove. It thickens, it's very good. 1 1/3 cups of sugar, 2/3 cup of cocoa powder, 1/3 cup of cornstarch. Usually the recipe calls for a pinch of salt, but my butter is salted, so I'm not gonna add any salt. And it's 4 1/2 cups of milk. And then when it's already boiled and doing its thing, you can add the 3 tablespoons of butter and a teaspoon of vanilla. So you basically let it reach a boil, and then it'll get thick is when it's doing that. And then you stir in your butter and your vanilla and just let it cool. Delicious. I put butter and vanilla in here. All right, kids came down. Macaroni salad. All it is Miracle Whip, green onions, cucumber, salt, and pepper. Easy. That's it. These are, remember that pasta I got at the discount store? It's real pasta, it said. It is 2 ingredients, basically wheat, and I think it says water on it. I think that's all it says. So the pasta definitely tastes a little different. It's not like gushy, gelatinous pasta, so it's a little bit different, but I'm like, that's okay. When you're eating it, you're eating health. So I always put that warning out for Greg. I'm like, it's not the really good stuff. It's just, it's more like, it tastes like protein pasta a little bit. Like where you bite it, kind of, it's not chewy, it's more like breaks apart. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. So I'm gonna add a cucumber there, cut that up, salt, pepper, and green onion. Easy. My pudding over there, sorry, I was talking to the kids and I shut it off. It got thick, it's done. I'll let it cool a little bit and then I'll put it in a container and put it in the refrigerator. So this will be good. I'm just gonna do half a cucumber. Simple and easy. You know you're almost done when the dishes are overflowing here. I put a coffee cup in there and it dropped. My own fault. Cracked it. I was like, oh. So that's good. They're coming down to do their chores. I don't mind them waiting. Kids don't have to race down and get things done. But I was like, oh, I feel like it's time to come down and put the dishes away. So I'm going to finish up here in the kitchen. I still have deviled eggs to make. I want to make my whipping cream. We have this right here. June, we're still good. So I'm just going to take, I always smell it. I put sugar in here. I'm going to do it in a jar this time. I always do it in a bowl. Let me do something different. So what I'm thinking, usually I whip it with my whipper. Why don't you use your immersion blender in a jar? Will that work? I will let you know. I just feel like getting out my blender is, or not my blender, my mixer is a whole lot right now. So this right here, the rolls, how are our rolls looking here? Are they almost ready? Almost. Sticky. I could probably roll those out, and then the eggs, and then that's it. And then I was gonna put those in the oven first before I cooked everything. So those will probably go in the refrigerator here if this takes a little bit longer, and life is good. So I'll be able to take a break and be done. I gotta go put laundry away or flip it, but we'll do that in a minute. Let's do that. Let's see if this works in the jar. That worked. It made whipped topping. Look at that. I'm gonna just leave that in here and then we'll scoop it out when we need it. There wasn't that much, it was just a little bit, but okay, yay on that. See, used up a fragment that was just gonna sit in there. I probably would have thrown away, but that cream is very expensive. Okay, let me pick up my mess. Okay, I'm gonna do my deviled eggs. There's only a few. We're only doing, what, 7 of them? And one looks like it's kind of clumpy, so I'll probably just do 6. I'm gonna put on a regular dinner plate because we don't need that much for dinner. think the last holiday I put green onions and bacon on some. It was good, but it wasn't like, ooh, that's way better. They all got eaten the same, so it doesn't really matter. So this is good. I'm just gonna put this in the refrigerator without even covering it. Good, right? Like I got my ham cooking. This can be all sliced, easy, ready to go. Potatoes will go in the oven they gotta cook for an hour. The beans, green bean casserole, macaroni salad, and we're gonna have the rolls, right? Yeah, like that's a winner, and chocolate pudding for dessert. So let me get the rolls out. You know what, I'm gonna get a little flour and then roll them out. I think you just roll them out. Work and let rise again. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Lunch is my cabbage vegetable soup in the freezer. So good. I chopped up the cabbage so tiny. I like it thick like this. Love this. So I sometimes I'll put Parmesan cheese on it too, but it's good the way it is. Okay, let's do the rolls. Okay, the dough is very soft, so I feel like it's gonna be good. So let's break it up. It doesn't actually, the recipe doesn't say how many break up to, but if I look at the other recipe, it says 30 balls, but it's a little bit more flour. So I'm just gonna divide it up, I guess, here. Yeah, it's real soft. Okay, we'll see. I'm not skilled at doing rolls, so then I'm like thinking, do I kind of knead them and pull them to the middle and kind of fold them over? I guess I should look at a video how to form rolls, because if I roll them in a ball, they have like uneven edges. So trial and error. I don't really make rolls too often. So I started putting them in there and they were looking really big. I'm like, I need to make these smaller. So that's why I took them all back out. It's all good. Trial and error, people. Getting creative here because I realize I have a lot of these rolls and we're not going to be eating these forever. So I'm thinking to cut these and do like breadsticks with them. I'm twisting them, but they're not really staying. They're real soft, so I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. We're trial and error. I know there's a recipe for breadsticks, but I'm thinking, can I do that with the cornmeal rolls? I guess we'll just see. You know what? Let's just try and see. Okay, yay, done in the kitchen for now. I'll have to bake the rolls. I put them in the oven with the light on, so maybe that'll help them rise a little bit quicker. And then I'll turn the oven on. Bake them. I just gotta look up. I think it's 375. See how they do, and then it says put butter. It says sprinkle cornmeal on top. I feel like I'd skip the cornmeal, but maybe I will. We'll see. I'm thinking like that with a little bit of garlic, but I could be wrong. We will see. So the only other thing I have to do right now is flip the laundry out, and I'll do that real quick. Okay, only thing I'll do is hang up the shirts because I feel like that helps me when it comes to putting laundry away. So I always do mine. I just never do my husband's, but I'm like, that'll work. So it's good. I've got like a full family meal today, complete with dessert. We have leftovers. What do we have this weekend? Leftovers. We're having lunch jambalaya because there's still a little bit of that. So I said, I've got to have some jambalaya for lunch so we can eat that up. So that's the requirement, not the requirement, but there's that, and there's a little bit of spaghetti. We had spaghetti as well, so this weekend. So that's in there. And then I think that's it. Easy day. The kids pull out some kiwis. We're eating those. So a good Monday. Hey, I didn't even get to clean my bed. We didn't even clean my bedroom. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I'm okay with that. I mind my husband resting, and I'll get in there eventually. It's not going anywhere. So we'll probably work on that tomorrow, which is good to do. I'm looking forward to the beach. How about you guys? Beach? Like when I was a kid, we always went to the Memorial Day parade. They always had a parade in Marysville growing up, and then we'd always have a picnic with our extended family, like cousins and stuff. We did that every year. That's what we always did. So we had that. But now there's not, like, you don't do that stuff too much around here. I know they do it in places, but even in the mountains, they only had like a little ceremony for Memorial Day for the veterans and that. Just different all around. All right. Yay, let me turn this on. Okay, now we're done with the house stuff. So right now we're gonna go to the pool. We're gonna go swim for a couple hours while the sun is out. It's nice out, rolls are rising, and then we'll come back and we'll see the update and the food. Okay, bread is like updated Howie bread. No, it's like
Howie bread.
It's like Hawaiian bread. Hawaiian bread with a little bit. I put a little garlic on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But
good.
to me, as soon as I took a bite of it, it reminded me of getting
Hungry Howie bread.
Yeah, or like the breadsticks from Pizza Hut.
So good.
Caesars.
So those are pretty good. So not bad. So those came out. I'm sticking those over there, just covered, and then everything else is in the oven baking. And we just got the pool. So had our hour limit. Now we're like, okay, now we're done. Otherwise,
Miss Amy says her hour limit for her husband because she could be out there for 6 hours.
no, I'll get all burned too. It's pretty toasty. Like it's I even caution myself in this kind of weather, and I love the sun. I spent all day in the sun, but I would fry to death. So it's all good. So now the stuff baked in the oven. We'll have a nice little yummy dinner. The kids have been eating this. They say it's delicious. I've got the potatoes are not done. They're still in here. It's like where they take a long time in the oven. So I just turned it down to 325 because we got to head out the door real quick. I think I'm looking good. We're gonna go run to Detweiler's. I saw on their social media that they're selling seedless watermelons for $1. $1. So I'm like, you gotta go get watermelon. I understand they want you hopes of coming and buying other things, but I'll go get, they get a max of 5. I'm like, I'll go get 5 watermelons. So we're gonna go ahead there real quick and just go get watermelon. Ooh, I have to say, look at this, actually perked up a little bit. You are exactly right. It just needed more water. How do you see my plant? It's actually perked up.
Oh, I figured it'd come back.
I added a half a cup of water. Look at that.
That was it, eh?
I just.
I mean, I know you've been
I
adding
was
water
just
to it, but
well, not like a lot because I'm afraid I kill everything. So,
you don't want to push it over the edge.
but I realized I just wasn't giving it enough. So look at this. Actually made me live. Yay!
Oh, it'll be fine.
All right, we were like thinking, we're like, maybe there won't be any people here. It's like there's a million people out there trying to get their $1 watermelon.
Memorial Day, like late too. It's like 4.
Why would people go shopping to get the $1 watermelon? Because they're smart.
Yeah. Well, the reason that we're not at the beach or out in the pool right now is because it's so hot.
pretty
So we thought
toasty.
we'll do our activities like later in the day. But
Yeah.
apparently everybody else thought the same.
I know. We were going to do the beach, but we decided to stay home. We're like, why don't we just stay home and do the pool tonight? So
Yeah.
I think we're just going to do that. So that
Well,
works out.
you and I just went to the beach, and the kids are like,
Beach? What?
drag me to that perfect.
Pull my arm. I got to go to the beach. Ugh. Typical teenagers.
Oh yeah.
Typical teenagers.
Yeah, Steven's computer had a little memory thing, so he's been without for a few days, so it was working again. He's like, I don't want to go anywhere right now.
What?
Yeah, he's back in action.
So I thought, Greg, let's go run. I got my potatoes cooking. I said, let's run real quick and go pick up literally 5
Oh yeah,
watermelon.
and we got an amazing dinner.
Delicious.
waiting.
Oh, I can't wait to eat it. It looks so good. So okay, let's go. Let's go.
Did you showed him your bread? Yeah?
I did. It was really good.
Best bread in the
So
universe.
good.
The kids all made it disappear.
Oh yeah.
5 seconds I went back to get a piece of it.
But they're all gone. I got one's hidden under towel.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, let's go get $1 watermelons.
All right.
They're so good.
I would like to declare that I'm doing this under protest
Why?
because there's no seeds in these watermelons.
Oh.
And I don't think that a watermelon without seeds is right.
It's only $1. Your watermelon.
There's nothing to spit or shoot or have a watermelon seed spitting contest.
Yours are.
They're not as juicy.
Okay.
They're different. They're not genetically altered.
Yours are $8. I'm gonna get 8 of mine
Oh, I wonder why.
to have the done.
Here, let me grab a cart from right over here.
Oh. Yeah, love to see it. A bunch of people here to see it. This one with the yellow bottom, like that's a good one. There's one good right there. That's a good one right there. One. I just saw a YouTube short and they said this one is good on there. It's.
Oh, that ain't no big deal.
I'm not sure what it's called. No, but like that's good for it. Mm-hmm. All right, as long as it's not split, you got it, baby. Like I feel like that one's good. How about underneath all of them, babe?
What's wrong with that one?
Just the more yellowy. I think it's a good one. There we go.
Why is it? Because they're
I don't
not
know.
quite fully ripe yet?
Someone said, I was just watching a short and they said they want the yellow base. You want a little bit of that brown stuff on it is really good too.
Okay, cool.
That's what I heard. So I don't know. Is there any over here? It's like this is a good one.
That's good.
This one? There we go.
It doesn't,
Oh, that one.
have your yellow one.
That one. Right in the corner.
Nice.
All right, we got, that's it. 5 watermelon.
Honey, we're so festive.
We're so festive, everybody. I know they're trying to suck you in. You want you to buy everything else because it smells delicious in there and they got all the wonderful food.
Oh my gosh, it's a vibe in there. If
It's
you're
a
ever
great
in this
spot, yeah.
area, you got to stop in here because
It's a great store.
I'm sure you've shown your people it, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like all the different crazy fruits from Japan you can get.
They got like everything in there. That's where I go get our meat here too. And even their meat is, it's at $3.99. I'm pretty sure that's the same price it is all the time. So I don't really think that's a deal, but it's still good meat.
Yeah, but then you looked at milk. Milk was about the same.
Yeah, milk's a little bit. Yeah, milk's a little bit more than Aldi's. So I was like, I don't. You can wait.
But you come here for the experience.
Right. And then look at 5 watermelons.
Get the donuts. Get to see the tractor.
$5.
All that good jazz.
That was a deal. Right, cheapest grocery store visit I've ever had.
I know. He rung it up and we didn't have to take it out or whatever. And Amy said it was $1 a watermelon. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, $1 a watermelon. Probably some tax. It'll be this and that. And he's like, $5.
That's a deal.
What?
So go to Detweiler's and the city's gonna post later.
Amazing.
It pays to pay attention on social media sometimes. So that's good. So we got watermelon. Okay, now go ahead back home.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah, like Memorial Day is not Memorial Day without good old watermelon
It'll be good.
slices.
Now, the key is hopefully it's all good.
Oh, is that right? You can run into an issue there?
Yeah, watermelon will be yucky. I just saw someone post. They said, I just got my watermelon there yesterday. It's very good. So I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
and I was gonna say if it's not,
You're
there's
like,
literally gonna be 1,000 disappointed people because that's where everybody was plucking them watermelons.
All those
out
watermelons,
there.
yeah, no, it'll be good. The watermelon's been really good.
We just watch people peel 15 watermelons.
I know. I'm like, they're probably thankful to get rid of all of it. So that was the deal. It's a good
Show them the signs so they know what they're looking for.
Detweiler's. Oops. There you go.
You won't be disappointed if you come.
No, great store. Florida
Yep.
watermelon. Okay, I put the watermelon there and there. Look at the kids. They tell me why we need an otter. They're trying to convince me. I put those 5 in there. I was going to cut one up, but I'm like, you know what? We got a lot of food for dinner, so I think I'm going to skip that. Okay, so the only thing I think I'd do different is if we end up making these potatoes again, it did call for less milk. I added more thinking it would absorb it, but it actually didn't. And so I'm just kind of letting it bubble here and do its thing. So I feel like less would probably be a little bit better, right? Yeah, so it's good. But I also remember potatoes. They taste really good sitting for a little bit and kind of absorbing that. So I probably should have shut the oven off. I think put cheese on top. Actually, not cheese on top. I'm just gonna shut it off and leave those in there and let them sit. We're gonna eat in about a half hour. The rolls are good. The ham is, oh yeah, it's done. We can actually shut that off. Okay, good. And then we'll have dinner. All right, it's gonna be time for dinner, so I just got the ham out of the crock pot. I'm gonna slice it. You don't really even have to slice it because it looks like it's sliced all the way through, but just kind of lay it out so we can eat it. The ham is delicious. You wanna know the best thing was having a knife that's sharp that cuts through that. So yay on that. Let's get our other stuff out. Okay, so the ham's yummy. The rolls are amazing. So the potatoes, they don't taste bad, they just don't look that pretty. I probably could have done the exact amount of milk that the recipe said and not worried about coming up over the top of them, but not bad. They're just different. They're probably not gonna love them, but the potatoes, we'll eat them. The green bean casserole is just a little layer, the baked beans, the eggs, and macaroni salad, that's it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna go swim. And we're gonna be outside, we're gonna swim, we're gonna play some pig in the pool. We call it like pig, but we usually choose like a word like fin and then use that, you know, shark fin. And then we'll play some cornhole, and then that'll be our night tonight. I'll pull the chocolate pudding and make that with the whipped cream. It'll be a good day. So it's been a great day here. So thanks for coming along for the day and spend the day with me. Come back tomorrow, we'll do some more stuff. All right, have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see ya. Bye.